So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I want to talk about something that I was thinking about from a very long time. And I know many of you just ask me what products I use. You might be curious about it and why I am not featuring Korean routine in my skincare. So first of all, this is not a comparison video saying that one category is better than the other. This is simply my personal experience, and I know that skincare is incredibly individual, and it might work for you but not for the others. So if I say about myself, I am an Indian, and over the past years I have realized that my skin consistently responds much better to European beauty brands. Whether it's skincare or makeup, my skin just feel more balanced, hydrated and comfortable with European brands. So, talking about the K beauty phase, like everyone else, I was also fascinated by the Korean beauty trend and the promise of glass skin, lightweight layers, and soothing ingredients sounding really perfect. So, back in 3 to 4 years back, I tried several Korean products from toners, moisturizer to sheet masks, serums, and to be fair, they were definitely things I loved, especially their calming mask, because after a long day my skin looked tired and dull, so it was good to be refreshed and soothed. But when I used many of these products consistently and personally started noticing something that didn't sit right with my skin. So instead of feeling stronger over the time, my skin barrier just began to feel more reactive, and I had some irritation and skin sensitivity, and my skin was not holding to the moisture the way it was used to. So I can't say that Korean skincare damaged my barrier in a medical sense, but based on my own experience, I felt that some products didn't agree with my skin over the long term, and that's just my personal observation. So after that, I just switched back to the European brands. Eventually, I decided to go back to my favorite products that I had used before from the European brands, and honestly, the difference was noticeable for me. Brands like Yves Rocher, Eveline Cosmetics, Revlon became just kind of a staples in my routine, and when it comes to my makeup and daily skin comfort, I find myself enjoying the products from Bioderma, Avène, La Roche-Posay, and Nukes. So it was all because of what my skin needed at the time. So what I loved the most was the feeling of deep hydration. Even during the harsh summer months, my skin felt moisturized without feeling heavy or greasy. And during winter, when my skin usually becomes dry and tight, these formulations seem to lock in moisture much better for me. The biggest change wasn't that my skin suddenly looked flawless, it was that I just felt really comfortable. I didn't have to have that constant irritation, and my makeup was also doing better because my skin barrier was healthier now. So one thing I personally noticed is that many Korean calming products gave me the instant relief, and a calming mask could reduce redness and make my skin feel refreshed for the evening. But when it came to maintaining the hydration day after day, I found myself reaching for the European products again. They seem to provide me that lasting moisture that carried through both hot summers and cold winters. And it's almost like my skin appreciated richer, barrier focused formulations rather than some multiple layering, even if it's lightweight. Again, this is my skin preference, not a universal rule. So what I figured out that why this might be happening to me is that it's probably less about the geography, uh, but it's more about the formulation that suits your skin. Some people have a skin that loves lightweight gels, multiple hydrating layers, fermented ingredients, which we find in Korean skincare. But others might not respond better to them, and they might be leaning towards richer creams, simpler routines that are just focused on maintaining the skin barrier. So in my case, I think my skin naturally leans toward that products that provide sustained hydration and help keep the barrier feeling stable. And no, I don't believe this has nothing anything to do with looking a certain way or having some facial features. Skin biology is really different and complex for every individual than it appears. So, the biggest lesson I have learned in my journey is to stop following the hype and start following my own skin and its needs. Just because a product is trending on social media doesn't mean it's best choice for you, and just because the millions of people adore Korean skincare doesn't mean your skin has to. So I spent years trying to make certain products work for me because everyone else was loving them. But once I just accepted that my skin simply had different preferences. My routine became so much easier and healthier also. So today, my beauty shelf reflects what I feel genuinely works for me. And I still appreciate the Korean beauty for its innovation, calming mask, everyday hydration, moisture, whatever. I find myself going back to the European brands like Yves Rocher, Eveline, Revlon, Bioderma, La Roche-Posay, Avène. And this is not about choosing the sides, but it's understanding about your own skin and building a routine around what makes it feel more healthy and comfortable. So I would also love to know your experience. Have you found that your skin unexpectedly prefers products from a particular region or formulation style? So you can make me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and you can also share it with someone who is still figuring out what their skin needs are. And I will see you in the next vlog. Thank you so much for watching.